These units consist of 6 to 18-man teams that are composed primarily of rated qualified personnel. The mission of these units is to gather information on enemy personnel and equipment and to feed that information directly to their corps commanders. With this information, the corps commanders can flexibly move from their cover and concealed position and engage into the road. They'll then signal to the aircraft commander, which all members have put in. The aircraft commander will lift this aircraft vertically above treetop level, avoiding all obstacles in the immediate vicinity. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the far side of the pond. These are used primarily in coastal and inland waterways used as riding boats. The ones that you see approaching the left-hand side of the pond today is a 470 Zodiac boat, which can carry 10 combat equipped rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this 9-man land rescue squad is equipped and organized for combat operations. The squad leader has the additional responsibility as the squad's patrol leader. He is armed with the M4 carbine, which is a modified version of the M16. You notice it has a shorter barrel and a collapsible buttstock. The Alpha and Bravo team leaders. Both team leaders are responsible for their respective teams. The Bravo team leader has the additional responsibility as the squad's assistant patrol leader. Both team leaders are armed with the M4 carbine. The automatic rifle. The automatic rifleman is armed with the M249 SLA automatic weapon or assault. The SAW is a lightweight, fully automatic machine gun fires rounds primarily through a 200-round box of ammunition. However, in emergency situations, it can fire rounds through a 30-round magazine. The Grenadier. The Grenadier is armed with the M320 grenade launcher, which is a 40mm breech-fed grenade launcher that can fire a variety of rounds to include CS, buckshot, and illumination. And finally, the Rifleman. One Rifleman has the additional responsibility as the squad's RTO, or radio telephone operator. The RTO is equipped with the ANPRC 119 radio. This radio allows for secure telecommunications with hire. The final Rifleman is equipped with the squad's mountaineering equipment. Additional items of equipment that you see present throughout this squad are the ICOM radio, the PVS-14, the PEC-2, the M136 AT-4, the M18 Claymore mine, hand grenades, and the RFR. The ICOM radio. The ICOM radio allows for communication within the squad and the teams and aids the squad leader and the team leaders with control of their elements. The PVS-14. The PVS-14 is a single monocular night vision device that is used for close-in viewing during hours of limited visibility or darkness. The PEC-2. The PEC-2 is a laser aiming device that used in conjunction with the PVS-14 allows the Rangers to designate targets up to 400 meters. The M136 AT-4. The M136 AT-4 is an 84mm anti-armor rocket that is encased in an expendable fiberglass tube. The M18 Claymore mine. The M18 Claymore mine is an anti-personnel mine that has over 1.5 pounds of C4, and when detonated, sends out over 700 steel balls. Additionally, the Rangers are equipped with hand grenades and the RFR bag. Each Ranger is a certified Ranger First Responder. He is equipped with the Ranger First Responder bag. He is trained in advanced medical techniques, which includes triaging, treating, and evacuating the most commonly seen injuries on today's battlefield. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this 9-man Ranger squad is equipped and organized for combat operations. This must first be demonstrated by a Ranger qualified instructor. Today, Ranger Altman will execute the log walk, rope drop. The first thing you'll notice is that he climbs a 40-foot vertical ladder, goes across our horizontal log, negotiating the step obstacle in the center. Once he gets to the rope, he'll then utilize the commando and/or monkey crawl technique, which he'll then get to the tab, touch the tab, and permission to drop some 40 feet into the ever so warm water below him. You should do another. Drop, Ranger. Small boat operations are the only means of amphibious insertion that the Rangers were taught. They're also taught to use the helocast, which is a means of amphibious insertion with the aid of an aircraft. Once again, the aircraft will be a UH-60 Black Hawk. You'll see the aircraft approach the target area, which will be the pond to your front, traveling at a speed of 10 knots, 10 feet above the water. The team will then jettison their poncho raft from the aircraft and then exit doors from both sides. The second team will follow suit. Now, to construct a poncho raft, the Rangers will simply lay out the standard sheet poncho, place inside with their rucksacks any additional equipment that they have, and they'll fill the waterproofing to aid in flotation. They'll then tie a tether line to one side. One Ranger will tow the poncho raft with use of the tether line, while the second one will aid in navigating it from the rear. Once the Rangers get to the shore, they'll then secure their equipment and then move out to complete their mission. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the pond. second technique that the Rangers are taught is the use of hand-to-hand combat. I'll be followed by Staff Sergeant Meyerowitz, United States Army Ranger.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Staff Sergeant Lenarowitz, and I'm the instructor here at the Benning Faith Ranger School. I've served in numerous light and airborne infantry units. Most recently, to fail to fire, he breaks it or loses it. But with the knowledge of hand-to-hand combat, the aggressiveness to fight hand-to-hand, the Ranger is still able to attack and defeat his opponent. In combat, our Rangers are often faced in complex situations when the enemy might be difficult to recognize. Imagine a team of Rangers conducting a combat patrol in the mountains or streets of Afghanistan when they encounter a suspicious individual that appears unarmed but becomes hostile. We teach hand-to-hand combat for several reasons. First, it's an excellent physical conditioner and body toughener. Second, it builds an aggressive spirit within the individual and instills a will to fight. Third, it instills confidence in that Ranger's ability and that of his fellow Rangers. Fourth, it teaches the Ranger to defend himself in technique should he find himself unarmed and facing an armed opponent. And finally, hand-to-hand combat serves as the basis for a Ranger to properly set up hand-to-hand training once he returns to his unit. We stress 7 fundamentals during hand-to-hand combat. First is the use of your opponent's momentum to your advantage. Combat is inevitable to fight will lead to the ground. To defeat this form of attack, our Rangers are trained in the grappling techniques of Jiu-Jitsu. Notice my demonstrator is in the top or mounted position. This is the position of dominance. From here, it can deliver various strikes with his fists or elbows, apply numerous arm bars, and various chokes, such as the cross-collar choke. My demonstrator is now in the bottom position. Though he is still the dominant fighter, he can use his legs to control separation between himself and his opponent, deliver various strikes, numerous chokes, and various arm bars. Each Ranger utilize any and all means necessary to attack and defeat their opponent, including the element of surprise. Rangers are taught a series of throws, holds, takedowns, and counters. We will now demonstrate a few that we teach. First, the right hip throw. A few takedowns the Rangers are taught. The cross-hawk takedown. And of course, the front leg takedown. Ladies and gentlemen, we teach knife disarming counters. counter to the upward stroke of the knife. Ranger might find himself in a situation where his primary weapon system becomes ineffective and must find other means necessary to accomplish his mission. For this reason, we teach Ranger to transition to a secondary weapon, such as a knife. Give me 4 Rangers to get this trash out of my pit. Since Ranger operations are conducted deep behind enemy lanes, the necessity of silence in an armed sentry. For this reason, Rangers are taught special silent kill techniques. One technique is the use of the garrote. Ladies and gentlemen, if you now direct your attention to Sergeant First Class Eubanks, will demonstrate the use of an actual garrote on this poor, unsuspected watermelon. Staff Sergeant Frazier will now use the garrote on Staff Sergeant Toriani. If you can imagine the stealth and cunning it must take to sneak up on an armed sentry deep behind enemy lines and take them out without being detected.
Hey, so first you think that keeps a good month?
Hey, Sergeant Geronimo, you can't handle to go out here and embarrass yourself in front of the graduating class, the Ranger community, and our other guests.
You're right. We're professionals. We'll throw this back to Camp Rogers. For now, shake my.
Confident in his ability to close in and, regardless of the circumstances, overcome his enemy. With the knowledge and skills learned here at Ranger School, the end product is a soldier capable of being an instructor, a trainer, and leader of small units. He has mastered the skills of small unit operations, including infiltration, exfiltration, hand-to-hand combat, demolition, survival, evasion, resistance, escape, low-altitude mountaineering, and small boat operations. He is the epitome of the infantryman, the finest soldier in the world. And as you see here today, the man that has made